Welcome back, YouTube. It's your host, Bruce GNT, and we are here to talk about Waymo starting to introduce driverless cars in New York City. So, I don't think I've seen a Waymo car like in person. I know I've heard people talk about it. I don't know how I feel about a driverless car driving me around, especially in New York of all places. You need a certain finesse and a handle when you're driving in New York, and I don't just mean the city. I mean like the whole island, because it's not easy. So I don't know about putting my faith in like a machine doing it for me, especially like how some people drive in the roads. It's the whole thing is a mess. But it seems like a lot of local cab drivers and maybe like people in the Lyft and Uber industry, they're not really for it, and I don't really blame them, because this might be cutting into their profits, and no one likes that. So let's not waste any time. Let's jump right in.
And Waymo getting ready to bring its driverless cars to New York City.
Yeah, the company has been approved to begin testing in parts of Manhattan and Brooklyn, and local cab drivers are not happy.
Fox 5's Meredith Gorman is here now with a closer look at both the ways that Waymo support and
The video is not about what I'm about to talk about right now, but these women are fine as hell. I mean, no offense, her, like she's attractive, don't get me wrong, but all three of them very attractive women, but these two right here, I miss New York sometimes. Let's get back to it.
in opposition are working together. Meredith.
Bianca, well, self-driving car company Waymo has gotten the green light to start test driving their autonomous vehicles around New York City, and many taxi and livery drivers in the area are not happy about the potential consequences of this. Now, New York City drivers protested earlier in front of Governor Kathy Hochul's office, calling on Mayor Eric Adams, Governor Hochul, City Council, the NYPD, and the Taxi and Limousine Commission to halt the approval of Waymo's driverless taxi testing in New York City. This comes after Mayor Adams approved the testing of Waymo driverless vehicles in parts of Manhattan and downtown Brooklyn. The New York State Federation of Taxi Drivers said they fear that 200,000 drivers are at risk of losing their jobs, and that the safety of New Yorkers is on the line, too.
We all know what's going to happen. They're trying to replace 200,000 men and women that make this city move today. So we tell the mayor, we tell the governor, we tell the city council, the assembly and the Senate, it's way no.
I'm African, but at least I've contributed a bit to New York. I've given New York 3 children who are a pharmacist, a computer guy, a civil engineer. So why take my livelihood away from me?
Look, the thing is this, right? 2 things. One, it's not personal. This isn't an attack on them. And I know it may be hard, especially when you see someone coming for your job. When, Uber and Lyft were taking off, taxi and cab drivers, they took a hit. I remember growing up, like, taxi and cab was the way you got around in New York. Brooklyn, all of it. That's how you got around. And then when, Lyft and Uber came around, shit, they caught it. Like, I remember we would have like these little like business cards for the taxi drivers, and you just call them up real quick. Or you had that one taxi driver that you were really cool with, they come pick you up, and that old Lincoln car and everything like that. Yeah, I remember how the leather seats smell. Trust me, I know. So they took a massive hit when Uber and Lyft came, and there's not much they could have done about that, honestly. With this one right here, I'm 50-50. More so 60-40, and 60 not for it, 40% for it. The reason I'm for it is because it's innovation. It's coming. It's kind of like those dock workers and everything like that when they were mad at automation and how that's pretty much going to take their jobs away. I feel for them. I truly do. But at the end of the day, this is technological advancement that's going to come whether you're ready for it or not. And you have to find a way to adjust, because you can only hold it off for so long before it's going to overtake. That's just a fact. Same thing for like service workers and whatnot, like in restaurants. Automation is coming for you. You may not see it now, but it is. Those little kiosks where you can order your food and everything like that, what do you think that is? The self-checkout? Come on now. All of that. So whether you're ready for it or not, you have to find a way to plan accordingly. And it does suck, and I don't think it's going to take off as fast as people may think. I honestly, I give it the next 10, maybe 15 years before something like that really takes off. I remember they did like, it wasn't AI per se, but it was kind of like a contactless hotel check-in. Cause I stay in hotels from time to time, right? And I remember I went and there was a person at the desk, but he didn't check me in. It was a whole kiosk, and there was a person speaking to me through the kiosk, and he did literally everything. Like, he got my information, he got my ID, he got my payment. Like, the card even came from the kiosk. The guy sitting behind the desk didn't have to do a thing. He was just there. That was it. We can't stop these technological advances, and it does suck for those that will suffer, but it's not personal, and it's coming. So you have to find a way to adjust.
Justice for App Workers Coalition also raising alarms about this, saying in a statement, quote, beyond the safety risks, this approval represents a direct attack on the livelihood of hundreds of thousands of working New Yorkers. But with these test drives cleared to start, New Yorkers I spoke to on the street have some mixed reviews on hopping into a self-driving taxi.
I think I would feel safe. Yeah, I would be okay with it.
I would rather feel better to have people behind the wheel instead of people that's not on it.
Now, Waymo currently operates their fully self-driving rides for the public in San Francisco, LA, Atlanta, Austin, and Phoenix. They plan to expand and offer rides in Miami and Washington, D.C. next year in 2026.
Two things. One, I take back what I said. She's very attractive. I just got a closer look. Further away, I wasn't able to really see, but that's not what this is about. I think I did see Waymo in Atlanta. Maybe. I'm not too sure. Because it looks familiar, but I wasn't paying attention if someone was behind the wheel or not. I wasn't really paying attention that much. But no, I agree with all those people. The whole safety concern, that's my thing. Especially in places like New York. The driving up there is rough. It's really rough. And we have to be honest. There's an element up there that would definitely see those self-driving cars. And obviously, I know they would be outfitted with like safety measures and cameras to make sure that no one's messing with it. Like how Teslas have cameras like on the side of it to where if you touch it, like it'll pick you up and show what you're doing. I think them and the Cybertrucks as well. It does suck for those thousands of people that are really gonna be struggling because taxis and cabs, they've been taking hits for the past like decade now when it comes to their business kind of being phased out. Especially the smaller companies that we used to take back in the day when I was growing up. Yeah, you don't see them anymore. The only time you really see cabs and taxis now is in the city, and barely. You mostly see the yellow cab, but besides that, no, not really. Like I said before, it's nothing personal. This is innovation. This is just progress. We as human beings, we don't stay stagnant. And especially in this technological age where things are moving at such a rapid rate so quickly, it's coming sooner or later. The best thing for them to do is find ways to adapt and get ahead of it now before it's too late. That's the best thing for them to do. Yeah, but that's all I really got to say about this. I mean, hopefully if this was to be implemented, find a way to be safe. I'm not trying to go to New York and deal with no self-driving car like banging into me or effing up my ride if I go up there. I don't need none of that. But yeah, that's all I got. You guys already know the drill. If you enjoyed the video, leave a like, comment down below, tell me your thoughts. Tell me how you feel about that. Would you take a self-driving car? I know I wouldn't. Nah, I better see a person behind it. He may look sweaty and overweight, but I want a person behind that wheel. That's what I want. And let me know, how long do you think this would take to be fully implemented to where we probably don't even see taxis and cabs anymore? Tell me in the comments down below. And subscribe if you want to see more. Peace.